If Frisco, Texas is even remotely on your radar for 2026, you picked the right video. In today's video, I'm going to help you figure out if it actually fits your lifestyle and is the dream city. I'm Jake Enderman, North Texas realtor, and I've helped a ton of families move into the north pocket of the Metroplex. And today, I'm going to give you the real numbers of Frisco's neighborhood, school, cost, commute, and what's coming in 2026 that no one is talking about. Now, as far as location goes, Frisco is about 25 miles north of downtown Dallas, so you're close enough to get the big city perks, but far enough for a great family-friendly feel, surrounded by a lot of other great suburbs as well. You have Plano to the south, McKinney to the east, and Prosper and Salina to the north. And all of this momentum is why you hear people say Frisco isn't just DFW, it's the new center. Now, let's talk numbers because this is where most people get surprised. Now, Frisco carries a premium versus living in Dallas. You're going to be paying for the schools, the safeties, all the amenities, and the proximity to a lot of the corporate headquarters. Now, as far as home prices go, entry points in newer pockets typically land higher than the national average you're going to get. Now, a lot of the new builds and luxury escalate the price, and you'll see plenty of homes over that million to multi-million dollar price point. Now, another thing about if you are moving to Texas, you are going to have property taxes, but you have no state income tax. So be prepared for that big jump in property taxes if you're moving from a different state. And in most neighborhoods in Frisco, that's going to need to be its own line item in your budget. A lot of property taxes fall in the low 2% rate. Now, HOAs are also another factor. You're going to have some great master plan communities that, depending on the amenities, are going to run you from $50 all the way to a few $100s a month. So just something to think of when picking a community. Also, your monthly living expenses tend to be a little bit higher in Frisco versus surrounding areas, but for everything you get, I really think it's a pretty good trade-off. You're close to everything. You have all the sports, the Dallas Cowboys headquarters there in Frisco at the Star. You got FC Dallas, and you've got all the shopping and dining. You're only 20-25 minutes to Dallas, so you get a lot of bang for your buck. Now, if school districts are important for you, Frisco ISD is one of the highest rated communities. We'll make sure to find a neighborhood that is tailored to your budget and commute without overpaying. All right, let's get into some of the best neighborhoods. One of the newest and hottest communities is Fields and Fields West. That's going to be in North Frisco. It's a mega master plan community anchored by PGA Frisco. You're going to have high-end retail, dining, and lifestyle. And a lot of those are going to be completed over the next few years. What you're going to see in that neighborhood is modern architecture, some insane amenities, and a broad range of homes all the way from upscale to luxury, talking multi-million dollar homes. Now, the next one is going to be Hollyhock. This is a super new community. You're still going to have those resort style amenities. You're going to be just down the road from PGA and Fields of Frisco. It's going to be really popular with families that want fresh builds, but also a great community. The next one, this is a gated community, Starwood. It's established, it's prestigious, close to the Star. You're going to get a little bit larger lot. It's an older neighborhood, so you're going to have those big mature trees. It's just a great classic luxury feel. Now, another gated community is going to be Newman Village. Super unique European and Mediterranean style homes in there. So it's going to feel a lot more upscale than most other communities. Now the next one is Chapel Creek. This is going to be a luxury, again, another more established mature tree neighborhood. A little bit bigger lots. A lot of them are 1/4 to 1 acre lots. Going to have a wide range of architectural styles, ranging anything from traditional brick, your front country, Mediterranean villa, and a few others. The next one is Phillips Creek Ranch. This is a massive master plan community with lakes, trails, multiple schools in or adjacent to the neighborhood. The whole neighborhood itself is around 950 acres. You're going to get a state-of-the-art fitness center, playgrounds, pavilions, fire pits, some other community spaces. So it has great amenities as well. None of these are really bad amenities. It's really which one fits your lifestyle best. Last but certainly not least is going to be the Grove in Frisco. This is one of the newest developments here in Frisco. Just a few years ago, it was a farm field. and it spreads across 700 acres. Now, you're going to have resort style pools, trails, parks, even its own cafe. Builders in here are going to be like Highland Homes and American Legend Homes. You're going to see them range from the 900s all the way north of 1.5 million. And they're all going to be in top rated Frisco ISD school district and near the new PGA and Fields of Frisco. Now, if you're planning a move to Frisco or anywhere else in the North Dallas suburbs, I help buyers locate here full time. I'll put my contact info on the screen. Please do reach out. I'd love to help make a smooth transition for you. Now, let's get into what living in Frisco really looks like. Frisco is really centered around family living. You have a ton of youth sports, parks and trails for hiking, biking, getting out with the family. You're going to have events all throughout the year. So it's going to be a really busy community, but all in the best way. Now, as far as school goes, Frisco ISD is consistently ranked one of the top schools in all of Texas. You're going to have a smaller school model, extensive curricular, and super competitive academics. So your kids are going to get a great education. Now, if you're a big sports fan, it's going to be hard to beat Frisco. You have the Dallas Cowboys headquarters at the Star, FC Dallas at Toyota Stadium if you're a soccer fan. And then, of course, if you love golf, you have PGA Frisco with 2 championship courses. Not to mention, you have the Dallas Stars and Texas Legend facilities nearby. Now, as far as your shopping or going out to eat, you're not going to have any problems. You have the Stonebriar Center, Legacy West next door, and a steady stream of new restaurants. You're going to have plenty of restaurants to choose from, whether you love Mexican food, Italian, sushi, steakhouses, whatever you may enjoy, Frisco is going to have a great variety of it. Now, of course, I'd be doing you a disservice and not doing my job very well if I didn't go over some very real pros and cons. So, starting with the pros, you have top tier schools and it's rated one of the safest cities in the state. Now, you're also going to have some great master planned amenities and ongoing growth. So it's a super conveniently located and great city. You have everything you need. Now, of course, you also have a strong job market. A ton of companies are bringing their headquarters here, which may be why you're even considering a move. So you have great job market. Of course, it's conveniently located. If you work up in Prosper, you're 15, 20 minutes away. Dallas, you're 30 minutes max. Now, let's get into the downsides of Frisco. As great of a city as it is, unfortunately, since it is in such high demand, you're going to have premium home prices. And with the higher home prices, of course, come more property taxes. So you are going to have to be a higher income earner to buy here. But of course, it's a great trade-off. But on to the next con, you are going to have to deal with a good bit of construction. Of course, as there's more growth, they need to widen the lanes or as they're building things. So something to keep in mind there. They do a great job of expanding the highways here. Like I know the Dallas North Tollway, we've been working on that extension, opened up a few more lanes. That's really helped. There's a new outer loop to help connect Highway 289 to 75. So you have to go northeast into McKinney or Anna, your commute got a lot easier. Where you're going to see a lot of those construction pinch point during rush hours is going to be on the tollway, 121 and 380. You can avoid 380, I definitely would. Now, another downside is it is in high demand, so there's a lot of competition to get into these highly rated school districts and the new build lots. Now, if you do come here, we'll absolutely make sure you have time to drive where your commute route may be to make sure that it makes sense for you. I don't want you to get in a home and a few months later be mad because your commute is a lot more trafficy or longer than you expected. Let's get into what's new in 2026. Now, as far as family-focused attraction, retail phrases, and infrastructure improvements coming, expect continued momentum around PGA Frisco, the Fields corridor, with all the new dining, boutique, retail, and everything else shaping up into those new areas. Now, let's talk about daily commute. Most Frisco residents are going to reach Plano and North Dallas within about 20 to 30 minutes outside of peak traffic. There's a lot of new lanes and ongoing improvements like we talked about earlier to improve that, but plan your route. The tollway, 121 and 380, those are, like I said, going to be the typical sticklers on your route, but it's a great location if you work in Dallas, Frisco, Plano, McKinney. You're kind of right in the middle of most of the major job hubs. Now, here's some important things to dial in Frisco before you make the move. Make sure your finances are in order and you have a good grasp on those and what you're comfortable with. Also, of course, if you have kids, planning around the school, what your commute's going to look like, your lifestyle priorities, whether you want a home that's quicker to get to the tollway to get to Dallas, or you would rather have a neighborhood tucked away with a cul-de-sac lot and a little bit quieter. Once we can do that, it's almost more a process of elimination rather than selection. The right home's going to jump out. So once we can figure out which pockets fit all of those goals that still have the upside with privacy or whatever your priorities are, we'll be able to select just a couple neighborhoods that'll check all the boxes and you can make a decision from there. Now, if you think Frisco may be the place you want to call home in 2026, let me help you make a confident move. Text, call, or email me. I'll send you a custom neighborhood map, live comps, and a relocation timeline. We'll eliminate all the neighborhoods that don't make sense so the right one does stand out for you.